Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LTJim007 and today we're looking at ore crops. Now, as the name would suggest, this allows you to grow ores instead of mining for them. So as you know, in Minecraft, to get various different ores you have to go mining, and it takes a very long time and it can be difficult to find things like emerald and diamonds. But with this plugin you can grow every single different ore and you can get a lot of them. So if we were to look in this chest, we can see that these are the different seeds or shards that we can get. So there's diamond, emerald, gold, coal, iron, lapis, and of course redstone. So they are other items in Minecraft that have just been renamed and given a different lore. So once we have those, we can go ahead and plant them and they will look like this. So you can see that they are sort of a green bush with whatever colour ore there is. So if we want to get them, we will do /ore crops followed by the ore we want. So we could choose any of these. Let's go with gold and then the amount and the player. So let's just grab one. And as you can see, we have just got it in our inventory now, and we could give ourselves 63, so we have a full stack. So once we've actually got one of these, we can go ahead and plant it like a normal seed. So go ahead and hoe the ground, right click, and make sure there's water nearby. So let's go ahead and plant some more, and just right click down and the bushes will spawn, and they'll be completely green because the gold hasn't grown yet. But if we right click it a couple of times with bone meal, you will see some yellow starting to appear through the green. So that is the first indication that it is close to being able to be harvested. And if we were to right click it some more, it would go even more yellow, and then we would get the seeds. So if we were to right click the ones over here that are fully grown, you will see that we will get 3 seeds for each one. So let's just go along the line right clicking all of these until we have harvested all of them, and as you can see they've gone back to normal, so it doesn't destroy the bush and it will continue growing, and then once it's harvestable again you can just right click and get even more shards. So what do we do with these shards or seeds? Well, if we go to a crafting bench and put them in a 3x3 cube, you will get 1 emerald, 1 diamond, 1 piece of coal, 1 piece of redstone, etc. And that is how you would use this plugin. It's really fantastic that you can do that. And then if we were to go back with bone meal and just hold right click, you will see that it gets even more blue every time we click it, and then it will just harvest itself. So then we can pop all of these diamond shards in the crafting bench, and there we go, we have a 1 diamond now. So you can edit a few things in the config file, such as growing times, how many seeds you get when you harvest it. But that is the sort of thing that you can do with this plugin. It's really cool. I don't think I've seen something like this beforehand. But if I were to grab some more bone meal and just go ahead and right click these, you can see that when it's fully harvestable, it will be pretty much 40% yellow. So there we go, that is everything in game. We are going to have a look at what we can change in the config file now. So here we are in the SM Picnic control panel, and the crops.yml is going to be an empty file, but the config.yml is going to be the one we want to go into. And once we're in here, you can see a few different pieces of information. We've obviously got the prefix we'll see in chat. And then down here we have the amount of time it takes to get to the mid stage, and then the full grown time. Default is 300 seconds, but you can obviously change this. So it's got to be greater than 0 and greater than the mid stage time. So you can obviously change this to make it more or less fair. The next section is pretty important. Do you want people to use bone meal? Obviously bone meal is pretty easy to get, you just kill loads of skeletons. So this could make it really easy to get diamonds. So maybe set this to false and set this at a high number, and then it would make it a lot more fair to use this plugin. So bone meal bonus, you can change this so how much 1 piece of bone meal will affect the growth time. So you could potentially set this to really low to make it not as overpowered. And then can you harvest by right clicking? So we saw this in game, but you could disable this so they'd have to actually destroy the plant to harvest it. So when it's not fully ready to be harvested, will it drop anything? So no. And then mid stage, will it drop anything? It will drop 1, and then fully grown it drops 3. So you can change all of these to make it suit your preference of your server. And then random drop bonus, it might randomly give you one or multiple, for example. But that is pretty much everything in the config file. It's a really awesome plugin, very simple, but very, very cool nonetheless. So if we go into the Spigot page, you can see it is updated for the latest version of Minecraft. It's got some information here on the Spigot page. If you want to download it, please click the big download now button if you want to contact the author. On the right, you can send him a message if you have any problems with this. But that is it for me. If you need a server to host it on, check out serverminer.com for the best and cheapest hosting around. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.